Himanshu, yeah, okay. Friends, good evening. This is Sanjay Agarwal. I'm at the Drone Festival. This is being held at Pragati Maidan. This was inaugurated on 27th by the Prime Minister of our country, Narendra Modi ji. I've come to know this has been extended till Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock. So everybody is invited who have missed the show. So we have Rimanshu with us. He comes from a company based out of Gurgaon, and they are into drones. So drones applications and. So it's over to Rimanshu. You can talk about your name and your background and then your company.
Okay. So myself Rimanshu and my company's name is tsaw Drones, and tsaw is basically acronym for Technology in Space and Aeroworks.
Very good.
Yeah.
I could not say because I used to be representing other companies, Jindal Saw. So I
Okay.
said saw, this is not that saw, it's
So
different.
that logo, in that logo, the landing pad is a T.
T. Wow,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. So we started our company in 2019, and we are providing logistics as a service, drone logistics as a service. So we have three current service offerings where we are developing multiple corridors for the clients. So say a client wants to deliver from point A to point B, and the drone needs to be dedicated for them. So we call it a dedicated corridor, and we deploy a drone and a pilot there. And second is the intra-city corridor, where we are deploying multiple hubs which are owned by us, and we'll be doing deliveries within a city, and the maximum delivery time will be 8 minutes. So anywhere within a city you can deliver within 8 minutes, and even at the periphery of a city. And last we'll be connecting this intra-city and making an intercity corridor. So the vision is to create a network of drone corridors throughout India. So all the deliveries can be done
So
through
is
drone.
it already, have you started this?
So-
So have you done it for some clients?
Yeah,
And for
we-
what products have you delivered across?
So we have done it for clients. I can't disclose the
Yeah, but
names.
the products you could
Yeah.
say some. But
So
is it in
mostly
medical or is
yeah, medical deliveries as well as commercial deliveries. So even food segment we have done it, and so like multiple companies which we are engaged with, courier companies and last mile delivery companies. So one of our partners is Zip Electric, and with them we are doing a multimodal transportation within a city.
And how much payload does your drone take in?
Yeah, so I'll talk about the technology and the drones. So this drone is completely automated. It can carry maximum up to 20 kgs, and with a 5 kg load it can go up to 40 kilometers. And the operations are so simple that with the QR you can see, we gave an app to the person who puts the package. With the QR he can tell the package is
Alright.
kept, and after that the whole operations are automated. The drone knows where it needs to go, how it needs to go, and what path it needs to follow. And at the landing site it will land a person who is taking out the
At
package.
what height would it fly?
So the maximum ceiling height by the government is 120 meters, so we are flying at 120 meters, but the drone is capable of flying at 1500 meters also.
Okay, and suppose I'm just imagining there would be towers in between or trees or there would be birds. So how does it take care? What is the safety?
It has obstacle avoidance, so there are lidars which sense the whole environment, and based upon that it charts a path around the obstacles, so it won't collide into it. It has a 100 meters range of the obstacle avoidance. So whatever comes in the 100-meter range it can detect.
Alright, and we are going more deeper into the services. So whenever suppose your company who's engaged you, so they would engage you for a period of say 1 year, right? And they might have parcels, suppose 10 deliveries in a day, or they might have total number of deliveries in a year. So what's is the basis of charging?
So we charge on a monthly subscription basis with a minimum guarantee. So minimum guarantee for our intra-city corridor is 10,000 deliveries, and if we talk about the market, so 300 million deliveries are happening every month.
Is it so?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why. So
Because I'm not really aware of what is really happening, on the ground. We are only just thinking, we're reading, we're meeting people. So we don't know what is the real scene behind the scenes. And for this, you need any clearances?
So in the green zone, the government doesn't require any permission. A QCI approval and UIN is required for the drone. That's it. And in the green zone, you can fly without any permissions.
But then, suppose you're flying anything, and everything, suppose, right? Now, suppose I was to give you a parcel and I tell you this is containing medicines or this is my courier documents or XYZ, and instead, somewhere down the line, I've not disclosed you the actual contents. It might be some weapons, it could be ammunition, which is not allowed illegally, or it could be drugs, it could be alcohol. So, how do you take care of that?
So that liability lies with the company which we have partnered with. So they check the, like, if we say a company like Shiprocket, so they check the package, what's the content of it. We just are into the delivery of the content. Yeah.
Somewhere means I wanted to know what is the, how do we check and balance it?
Yeah.
Because we were discussing today when anybody, because drone will be used by malified people also. So when we are talking about airspace, then intrusion, and then if wrong things being delivered, so that is taken care of.
So yeah, all the logistics companies that we have partnered with, they already like predefine what material and they check it, and only then the package is packed.
Since you mentioned that there's a QR code,
Yeah.
so obviously that would have been pre-checked and whatever the inspection has been done previously. So what is this? How do you plan to scale it up across India?
So in this financial year, we will be starting our intercity corridors in 3 cities, starting with Delhi, and then Mumbai and Bangalore.
Okay, so you mean to say means Bombay operations would be from from Bombay to Pune, something like that?
No, so we will be delivering. We are into last mile deliveries.
Yes.
So this last mile delivery happens within a city. So say a package is at a warehouse.
Right.
So from warehouse to the end consumer, we'll be delivering it using drones.
Right.
So because you can see Bangalore, Mumbai, they have a lot of traffic. So
Yes.
from like even 2 kilometers distance is covered in 2 hours sometimes. So that thing we are removing. Apart from that, for the companies, what we are doing, we are reducing the infrastructure cost. So they can keep the whole shipment, like all the shipments in a warehouse, and instead of like building any distribution centers to cater to the last mile, so we are doing it from the warehouse to the end consumer. We don't have to build a distribution center in the city. So that infrastructure cost is removed from it.
So I believe tsaw is one of the early players in the segment. As today we met so many people, so they are mainly they started in 2020. Some people have started in 2021, and I was telling my sister day before we are also into the manufacturing of defense equipment, but I stopped and I got into the media. So I was telling I just done a deal of a factory.
Okay.
So I was telling that had I not done of the deal of the factory, we could have started manufacture of drones. So everybody would like to get in it, but I feel there'll be the players who will really, reach the end. So how many think this right now? I was told about 270 players are there. So what do you think that everybody will be able to reach the end?
I won't say like people won't reach the end, but what is required right now is instead of building just drones, you have to build a solution which is actually fit in the industry. So since we are a logistics service provider, we are not just building a drone, we are building a logistics solution by removing the infrastructure.
Okay.
That is
Yeah, thank you. As we were talking, like since it's Bombay, so it's the ports.
Yeah.
So maybe your the warehouses, the ports, they will lift and everything. So you're planning Bombay, and which other city you said?
Bangalore and Delhi.
Bangalore and Delhi. Okay, thank you. And we wish you again all the best and see you at Bombay. I think there is going to be a drone expo at Bombay very soon. Thank you.